Howdy folks, it's the Child Turtle here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And today is a very exciting day in the sim for us for many reasons. One, because this is the first A to B flight we've done since we started flying the simulator. Everything so far up to this point has been simply messing with the sim, experimenting with the sim, checking things out in the sim, that type of thing. But today, finally, we are going to do an A to B flight, which means we start somewhere and end somewhere. Secondly, we are going to do a rural flight, in this case rural Minnesota, and the reason why that's a big deal is because everything we've done so far has been cities except one mountainous thing. So cities today, rural today, and rural Minnesota, so that's a big deal. Third, we are doing the very first flight I did in X-Plane from Pinecreek, which is the border airport from Minnesota to Canada, and over to Warroad, skipping over Roseau, but using that VOR. In fact, I'm trying to show you where the border is. So this airport is right on the border. So this taxiway right here in the middle of your screen, that is the border of US and Canada. Exactly halfway through. Well, technically, maybe it's that little water you see right there in the middle of your screen. Anyway, border of US and Canada. And then the other exciting thing for this flight is that we are doing VOR to VOR navigation. Now the reason why that's a big deal right now is because you cannot use the VFR map in the sim because it's broken. So what happens is, at the time of this recording, if you load the VFR map instantly, then you can't watch that truck. Oh, he almost got stuck. If you use the VFR map instantly and leave it up for your entire flight, you can use it. But if you don't load the map instantly, or if you turn it off at some point, you cannot turn the map back on, it'll crash. So the reason why that's a big deal is because if we hop in, you know, this has the regular 6-pack, right? The old, I guess you can call it analog gauges. There's also other names for them, but has the old gauges, right? Which to me, I prefer. However, right now, most aircraft you fly, ooh, what was that? Sun coming up. As you fly right now, without that map, you need to use the G1000 and G3000 cockpits. So this does have GPS, but it doesn't have the map, right? So that's why this is exciting. So for all those reasons, I'm not going to repeat them, just whatever I said. Those reasons, is it lightning or is the sun trying to come up? For all those reasons, this is an exciting flight. And I had that intro rehearsed, and I totally screwed it up. But anyway, we also have World Weather turned on, which seems to be working. We're still on 193. We expect a patch. Well, by the time you watch this, there should be another little patch. That must be lightning. Huh. It must be lightning. How exciting is that? I did check the weather. It is wind. Yep, look at that. Ooh, I hear the thunder. Even though my personal volume is turned way down without headphones. But there's thunder there. Nice. So this is our first storm flight, although I don't see any rain. My rain particles are turned up all the way, but I've yet to see rain in the sim. Anyway, long introduction, rehearsed but screwed up. Let's see. Let's get this thing started. We're at the fuel station because I thought that would be fun, but then what happened was the fuel thing loaded when I started the sim, and then I turned it off so I could do my intro. So you didn't get to see the fuel box. Oh my gosh, that is so cool, that lightning. Otherwise, fuel should be good. So let's do this without. So we do this with their checklist. Let's do this with their checklist. Inspection. Oh, whoa. Hey, this is updated too to be everything. Look at this. A lot of the checklist is just starting engine and they let you be. But this has everything. Well, how cool is that? That is very awesome. Alright, aircraft documents, got that. Parking brake, yep, all this is off. Starting engine, alright, here we go. Complete the inspection, seatbelts, off, fuel selector both, which is down here, I believe, and it should always be both in this one. Yeah. Then fuel shut-off valve is open. Open, so let's open it. Is it going to be that on my yoke? No, my yoke is separate on this, so what's this? That's open now, right? And that's both. Good. All right, next. Throttle open 1/4 of an inch. Oh, my preset is this. Throttle open 1/4 inch. Mixture cutoff. Propeller area clear. Battery switch on, which is going to be here. Beacon on. Mixture rich. That's off screen. Auxiliary fuel pump. Is that the same one? On 3 to 5 seconds, then off. Boom. Mixture back to lean, and it is. There we go. Ready to brake. Ignition start. Parking brake is not set. Apparently. It was a minute ago. Rich when engine starts. Throttle adjust to 1000 RPM, which we can't because we're stuck in the middle of a building, so let's move out of the way. How embarrassing is this for my first A to B flight? There, let's stop here. Oops, that's my wrong size. Moved my key assignments on my yoke and forgot. Okay, there we go. Throttle adjust to 1000 RPM, which we can't really see because it's hidden. There it is down there. Heading indicator, so we come over here and we hit D, I think. It barely moved, but yeah, we hit D. Barometer wise, since we're at it. Altimeter, just hit B, because I don't have it. Unless we tune in an ATIS, which I don't know if we have an ATIS. No, we have traffic, but no ATIS. So, we just hit B on the keyboard to get a barometer set. Road weather turned on. Attitude indicator, yeah. Alright, taxi lights as required. I know we're kind of awkward through this, but again, that's because this is my first A to B flight. Landing light, not quite yet. Strobe on, oh, that's at the end. That's at the end. Okay, so that's for taxi. All right, here we go. I keep bonking my microphone. What are we doing? Preset 1, where are we going? Wind, I believe, was 260, it said. Oh, this is my flight plan, because I did that in the sim, but that's not where we're going. That is not where we're going. But if you... Oh, that's different than I'm used to. Or is it just zoomed in a lot? There we go, it's just zoomed in a lot. Oh, we have all of the stuff that I normally turn off. I'll have to figure out how to turn that stuff off. That's also really insanely bright. Can we adjust the panels? Is this inoperable? Oh, there we go. Increase. No, I want to decrease. Actually, increase that one. Ooh, that's bright. I want to turn down the GPS. That is blinding me. Not sure which one. Whoa. Which one we're looking at here? No. Whatever. So again, sorry this is a little bit awkward, but this is our first A to B flight. And even though it's the same airplane that we used to fly in X-Plane, my checklist is different because I'm using the in-sim one compared to my own polished one. And I'm getting used to the sim nuances. God, that is so bright. Whatever. Okay, our own flight plan. We need to tune in nav 1. So for nav 1, which is here, I believe this is nav 1, that would be nav 2 probably. We need it to be 1088. Let's find 1088. 108. Ah, that stupid tooltip is in the way. Come on. No. Come on. There we go. 1088, right? Double check my notes. 1088. We're going to flip it. And nothing changed over here. Let's do this one too. See if anything happens. So there's 1088. Nothing happened over here either. Anyway, probably because we're too low to the ground. We're going to approach the Roseau VOR at 120 degrees. Which is right about, whoa, come on, slow it down, slow down, right there. Then we're going to leave it at 73, but we're going to keep them, well, let's just do like this, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. Approach it there, leave it there, providing this is right, 1088, 1088, there we go, maybe? We're going to do V-lock anyway because we want to use this. I'm assuming that's nav 1 and nav 2. Let's zoom out and have a peek. Nav 1, nav 2, that's ADF. This is autopilot. And this is ATC. That has to be nav 1, nav 2. What else is it going to be? Right. Okay, so now we're ready to taxi, which the checklist was just taxi. So where are we going? Wind, I believe, said 260 degrees. So we want to use the runway that is pointing into that. And we can't pull up the VFR map because it doesn't work. So right now we're facing 300. So let's take the drone out a second and see. Okay, we want to take that runway and then face Canada because that's the closer we're going to get. So we're going to taxi out, turn left, back, taxi. See how simple that is? Parking brake is off now, like we want it to be. And we're going to go this way because this was the taxi, right? Yeah. All right. Simple enough. A little rough yet because I'm getting used to how the sim works. And I'm probably going to just use my X-plane checklist on paper and not really bother with these. This is cool and everything, but my X-plane ones I've refined like over the years using what the simulator can do and what the real life checklist is, and then just coming up with something, right? Between the simulator, real life, and recording, taking those 3 elements or 3 components, mashing up a checklist. I mean, this is fine and everything, but we still will use this for today. So anyway, landing light now, because we're about to go on. Come on, where's the on switch, nav, and strobe? So landing light, strobe, nav, parking brake. Should we do a run up? Test, we did all this stuff. Test, 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 test. We already did that. Move, move, move. Run up. We've never done a run up, so let's do one, I guess. Parking brake is set this time. Come on. Seats, yes, yes, yes. We already did that. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Flight instruments. We did that already. We already did that. It's just jumping around on me too much. It's driving me crazy. Mixture rich. Fuel selector both. It already is. Autopilot engage. Move against autopilot. I don't trust that because autopilot is wonky. You know, we're just going to forget the run up just because of the autopilot wonky, blah, 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 whatever. Ain't got time for that. Radios, we got that set, yes. Avionics set. GPS we just set. Not worrying about ATC. I mean, we will do the in-game one. Autopilot is off. Elevator trim. Flaps. Oh, flaps. See, good. Windows lock came open. Them. Parking brake release. Normal takeoff. Flaps already got it. Throttle. Minimum rich. Clear. Working. We'll worry about that when we get in the air. All right, let's do our tune the airport. Announce taxi. We are going to back taxi.
48 Yankee traffic Turtle Sook Tango Sierra 4105 is taxiing to runway 33.
It's telling us to use runway 33, which we already knew, but good. All right. Barometer set, directional set, and we're going to back taxi here. And let's use the outside view. Yeah, why not? And we'll just taxi along and back taxi. So again, sorry it's rough around the edges. We're still getting used to the nuances of the sim and all that stuff. So here we go. Back taxi and then take off. Was that a firefly? Or was that a light that was broken? Oh, they're just the lights when you get really close. Okay, they look like fireflies. Alright, so here we go. Remember, my brakes are on a different key on my yoke. I seem to keep forgetting. Alright, I like how the camera kind of moves forward when you slam on the brakes from the outside. That's really cool. Alright. Let's turn around, see if we can get somewhat centered here. And here we go. Let's stop a second. Set the parking brake. Hop inside a second. Anything else we needed to do? Flaps 10 degrees, yes. Throttle 2300 minimum. We'll go full. Mixture rich. Enunciation panel. Yep, that's just mode. Enunciation panel's here. It is empty. Check their airspeed. We're going to lift off at 55, climb at 80, and flaps. And then we'll see if we go through with this stuff. I mean, it's cool to have all these things, but anyway, all right. I probably shouldn't complain. Those checklists are probably way better than mine. What am I saying? So anyway, here we go. We are going to announce our departure. depart south. We're going to go to the south. So here we go.
48 Yankee traffic Turtles Hook Tango Sierra 4105, taking off runway 33 south departure.
Alright, and it's torquing as it should in a single prop. So we got to use a lot of rudder to counteract that. Plus there's real wind coming from 260, so the wind is coming from the left quite a bit. Airspeed is at 40. And we should be able to take off here in a moment. Look at that flag moving around. That is so awesome. The windsock. Alright, let's get up. There we go. Step on the brakes to stop the wheels. The wind is blowing us like crazy. It said flaps 300 above. We'll do flaps sooner than that because of the wind. And still not picking up the VOR. So either... Whoa, see that lightning? That was awesome. Let's go to the left and then go south. So maybe the VOR pick up. There it is. The VOR picked up down below. Oh, it picked up on both. Okay, good. We're just too low to the ground. Good. So the reason why I'm doing the VOR thing is I want to make sure it works. So we could use autopilot. And we probably will use autopilot to tune in the VOR so that we can do some sightseeing with the drone. Now let's stay in the traffic pattern here. That lightning is amazing. Can I go outside? And can I do a screenshot? Try to anyway. It's kind of hard to do it sometimes. Where's my exterior camera reset? There's the drone, parking brake, smart cam. Smart cam works. Alright, hop inside. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to cruise about 2,300, maybe even 3,000. We will see. Wow. Alright, so we're going to keep going straight until we line up with the VOR. See how it's getting closer very slowly. And then once we do that, we will turn to the left and follow it at 120 degrees to Roseau. So again, we will likely use autopilot to follow the VOR, not because we can't. We are capable of it. It's just I want to use autopilot to use the drone, because if you try to use the drone without autopilot, your plane goes straight down to the ground. I'm not going to show you, you just have to trust me. Alright, there's 2250 for altitude. Let's go a little higher here. Oops, I just realized our climb is supposed to be between 70 and 80. We're at 60. So let's nose down just a hair. I think we'll actually go to 3000 just so we can have a good view of the rural landscape. So, ready to turn in towards 120 on the VOR. See that? This is how you used to fly, folks, before GPS and G1000s and G3000s and all that stuff. Alright, I missed it because of my talking, and 120 isn't exactly going to keep us on 120 because of the wind. So see how we're lined up perfectly here, and if I stay perfectly here, we're not going to stay perfectly there again because of the wind. Let me move over here. So if the wind is blowing from 260, it should blow us left of the, and it is actually, I'm to the right, to the left, but let's line up again and we'll see what happens. If I stay 120 there, it should blow us off course there, so you have to make corrections. See, this is how I used to fly, and this is how I normally fly. But because this is like only 2 airplanes, I think, with all glass cockpits, except for the Cubs, I guess, so maybe 4-ish airplanes out of 33 airplanes that don't have glass cockpits. See, look at, I'm actually left of 120, but we're actually getting blown a little bit, so we have to compensate. Alrighty, not much though. Part of that's me, no, actually no. The wind is blowing us a lot. Look, we're on 120, actually we're like 122, and we're still getting blown off course because of the wind. So that's what happens here. We don't have a DME or anything, because DME would be on the GPS, but that's tuned to Warroad. We're not going to Warroad yet. See, look, I'm at 130 and we're still blown off course because of the wind. And I think that's Roseau there. So I want to do some sightseeing. We're at 3,100, so let's come down here. Let's get this autopilot set up. We're going to do nav. We're going to autopilot, nav, and we're going to do this altitude that we're at right now. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to vertical speed down. Where's vertical speed? I wanted a vertical speed down. Well, let's just go like this. Will that bring us down? Or do I have to alt again? There's no vertical speed on here. arm in operation. Okay. I want it to vertical. What happens? Whatever. Is it going to bring us down to 3,000? No. See, it's going to hold us at... Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it will. So normally what you do is you do vertical speed down to 3,000. But maybe it'll do it for us. Well, if that's the case, that is super easy, because then you can just move this around and it's going to adjust for you. I love it. Okay, let's review what's going on. First of all, I forgot to start our clock. Hold to reset. There. You start the clock. I'm in the wrong one, that's why. Start the clock. Late, thank you. Autopilot is going to hold us to the Roseau VOR at 120 and is compensating. It's also going to hold us at 3,000. It brought us down to 3,000. That's awesome. That's so easy. Let's see if it stays though. Whoa. Here's our other... No, we're not in the red. We'll keep full blast right there. We are going to cruise to Roseau. See, we're almost there. Nice. Okay. I'm getting back into it. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've done this. Alright, good. The only thing I want to figure out is how to dim the GPS because it's too bright. Other than that, things are great. There's Roseau. Let's hop outside, do some sightseeing. When we get to Roseau, we're going to adjust to 73. Now this is GPS is tied, or autopilot is tied to this one, so we'll have to move this one to 73. But that's okay. We can even do the thing where we use the heading bug to hold us in position while we make that adjustment, like we did in the 727. Right? Remember that? Remember those days when things were smoother? Alright, let's do some sightseeing. Well, no, we'll do some sightseeing after Roseau. We'll do some sightseeing together with the drone, which is this one, I think. And then we will do some sightseeing without my really rambling once we get past Roseau here. So there's Roseau. There's the city of Roseau right there. Let's see if we can get a nice thumbnail brought in here somehow. Is it that one? Good. What's our frame rate? 50. Good. Nice, huh? See how easy that works sometimes? There's a Roseau screenshot. Alright, we're about to cross the Roseau VOR, so let's hop inside already. And let's come down to autopilot. And let's use the heading bug so we can adjust this to 73 like so. So there's 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. And what's going to happen is that should swing over once we do station passage, and then we'll come down and tell autopilot to go back to nav. So we are flying slant alpha, really. I mean, this is what that means. So there's a Roseau VOR. There is the city of Roseau. Look at that. Let's take a screenshot of that. I know all about Roseau. My wife's dad's side is from there. We've gone there many times for many reasons. I know it very well, but we're not going to talk about it too much right now. So no story time today, even though I know a lot of you like the stories. Here's the highway. We're going to follow that in. Using radio 73, we should pretty much follow the highway all the way to Warroad. And then we'll land visually. We're going to assume the wind is still coming from the north, because, well, maybe there's an ATIS. I doubt it. If there's an ATIS, we'll use that, otherwise we'll just land to the north. So you should have station passage any second now. There it is. And there it is. Boom, it should swing around, swing around, swing around, and now we need to make a very sharp curve to the left, which it should do for us. It's going to keep us at 3,000. There we go. I am going to give you some sightseeing without my voice. And see you at Warroad. There it is. Lake of the Woods right there. So we're basically going to follow this highway in. Pretty much. It's going to S-curve, isn't it? But you know what I should have done was use the heading bug to line this up better. See, now we gotta whatever. Let's hop outside, get some sightseeing, and I'll catch you when we get closer to Warroad. know about you, but that last shot was so incredibly gorgeous. That's why I kept it extended there. So this flight is way too short. Too bad we're coming to an end already, but that's just how it is. We have to land the plane. But yeah, rural scenery is definitely much more attractive than the city stuff, at least to me. So now we need to land the plane, wherever it is. It should be over to our left. I think I set it up so that we would have... Yep, there it is over there somewhere. Where is it? Where is the airport? I know this area so well, and I'm losing it. Because there's the city of Warroad, and there's the airport. Oh, there it is, right there in front of my face. Right there. So I set this up, leaving Roseau, so we should be able to just, you know, pretty much fly straight in. So let's come down here. We're going to kill autopilot. We're going to bring back throttles. And, whoa, that lighting is gorgeous. Anyway, there's Lake of the Woods. We're going to fly out a little bit so we can have a better straight in. Let's see what we have for ATC. Where's Warroad on here? Warroad. Tune traffic. Oh, there's weather. Listen, let's watch.
Kilo Romeo Romeo Tango automated weather observation 1300 Zulu. Wind 257 at 18. Visibility tree. Sky condition. Few clouds at 800 feet. Few clouds at 4,500 feet. Few clouds at 11,600 feet. Temperature 10C dew point. 10C altimeter 2965. Kilo Romeo Romeo Tango
258 at 18. Okay, whoops. Now we gotta listen to that. Go back. Tune in traffic. There we go. Select a runway for landing. Runway 22 because of... was that really runway 22? What were the other options? Whoops, whoops, whoops. I'm trying to get my plane set up at the same time. Select runway for landing. 28, we want 31. 31 is what we want. 28 is grass, I believe. Yeah. Announce full stop landing. Announce final, pretty much. All right, here we go.
Romeo, Romeo, Tango, traffic, turtles of Tango, Sierra,
It's there somewhere.
is on final runway tree.
Where is it? There it is. All right, throttles back, and we get flaps out in a second. Wow, I just want to stay in the air for hours. This rural stuff. I might do another rural Minnesota flight next. We'll see. I also love the non-glass cockpit. Yes, we have a GPS, which helps the lack of a map for right now. But if we wanted to be truly old school, then we would go in the 152, which I don't think that has GPS. And then we really got to figure things out on our own. But we did a VOR to VOR. We did some of it manually, and the only reason why we used autopilot was to sightsee. We have to do a go-around. We're going way too fast. Let's do a go-around. I was too busy. Now let's go around. There we go.
Kilo Romeo, Romeo, Tango, traffic, turtles of Tango, Sierra, 4105 going around.
There we go. Alright, so in X-Plane, I modeled all of these northern Minnesota airports myself. And mine even looked just like that, because I was very meticulous. So obviously this isn't my model, but that's what mine look like. So that's kind of fun. Alright, let's just cut our upwind short here. And let's announce crosswind.
Kilo Romeo, Romeo, Tango, traffic, turtles of Tango, Sierra, 4105 is on crosswind runway tree 1.
Alright, so we know it's the crosswind because it was runway 31. So when 31 gets here, then we know we're doing a crosswind. So we're going to go like this. So there is perpendicular to the runway. That's pretty much all we need. So let's announce downwind.
Kilo Romeo, Romeo, Tango, traffic, turtles of Tango, Sierra, 4105 is on downwind runway tree 1.
And we know it's downwind when 31 gets behind us here. Then we know we're lined up with the downwind. Let's give ourselves a little bit of space. So there's 3-2 and 3-1 right there. So we should be perpendicular, parallel to the runway, and we are. See how that works? Straightforward stuff. This is how I love it. Super simple, super straightforward. Using the original, the old school 6-pack. So we'll be doing a lot of Cessna flights, because like I said, very few airplanes in the sim do not have glass cockpits. Alright, let's go to our base before we get to the city and make everybody mad. I think there are rules in Warroad. Alright, so slowing down. And we know we'll be on base because 3-1 will be 90 degrees to the left. So there is our base, and then we're just going to go ahead and announce final right away. Because it should be right there. See? Alrighty, first set of flaps. And I think we overshot it because I was busy showing you things. Yeah, but that's okay. Alright, second set of flaps. There is a landing checklist, I'm sure, but I don't really care at the moment. Alright, we got one red on the Pappy, that's good. Let's keep our speed down. I think we want to be like 60. Ooh, look at that lightning. And the wind, a little bit of crosswind. What was it? 228 or 258? I can't remember. Either way, that's going to be from the left. So I have a left crosswind. So left wing down. A little bit of right rudder. Yo, that's Lotto crosswind. Look at that. Left wing down, right rudder. Left main will touch first. Firm touchdown. We're not going for a greaser. We're not going for a target spot like in that landing challenge stuff that I've been doing. We are just going to let it float itself down. There will be ground effects. That's okay. And here we go. Left and right rudder. Slip it in. Left main first. There we go. Oh my gosh. Whoa. The wind gust. That was weird. Okay. Whoa. I had the wing down in the right rudder, and then a gust like did something weird, which is very interesting because this is my first turbo landing in the sim. What happened? My other landings in the sim have all been great. Whoa. What? I was gonna say it's a great crosswind landing, except we're off center, and then also like a gust did something, because there are gusts in this, and there's ground effects in this, and there's all kinds of stuff. That was really strange. Maybe I didn't let go of the left aileron fast enough. What a huge bummer and a half. That was embarrassing as all get out. Oh man, flaps down, final approach, we did all that. Flaps up, landing lights on, taxi lights in a moment, strobe off in a moment, trim set to okay. Even now I full right rudder just to stay straight, so it was definitely the wind. What was the wind anyway? Was it over 10? If it's over 10, then I'm not so embarrassed because that's really hard to do. I can't remember what the weather said. Whoops, I'm using the wrong buttons. Shoot, I'm using the wrong buttons. That was another gust too. Okay, let's take a second here to regroup. Taxi lights on, landing lights off. Was it beacon that comes off, did it say? It says strobe comes off. Now will come off too, actually. Boom, 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 boom. Did all that. Parking we'll do in a minute. And let's announce clear runway. There we go. And let's get going. Oh my goodness. And apparently it doesn't want you to lean mixture in the sim to taxi, because look what just happened. Well, that's stupid. Look at that's cut off, so I wasn't even anywhere near cut off. Yeah, normally when you taxi you want to lean your mixture. Let's lean it a little bit. And I brought it back to where I'm used to bringing it back. It's going to stall again. Yeah, I'm only halfway back. And it's okay. So I guess in this sim, you're not going to lean your mixture when you taxi. Okie dokie. See, this is what I'm talking about, getting used to the nuances of the different sim. So, okay, let's go back to that checklist. That's securing. What else do we have? Securing, parking. Okay, we got securing and parking left. All right, taxi view here, and let's get back to where we want to park and watch that gorgeous lightning as we go. Yeah, look at that, 18. Wind is 18. That's okay. Wind is 18, so I am not embarrassed anymore about that terrible landing because it had a gust right on touchdown, and 18 is a little strong, I think. I'm not sure what the crosswind component is. I'm sure it's in there somewhere if you read all those little notes. Oh, the Secret Service is here again. Why is the Secret Service always here when I try to go places? What? Okay, whatever. Let's see, where are we gonna go here? In real life, it's easier to get up here, I think. Although this is taken from real life, so I'm not sure. We're gonna go straight. we're going to try to find a way around this parked aircraft here. So I can park over there by the main building. So let's see if I can get around these people. Alright, we're not going to park by this first guy. We're going to park by the second guy up there where that little service van is. So here we go. This is just so gorgeous. It's just the flight was just so short. It was way too short. I need to do a much longer rural flight because I think the rural scenery is much more attractive than the city scenery. So we're gonna have to do this again very soon and hopefully polish up my video a little bit because that was very awkward. But that's okay. Hope this plane waits for us. Yeah, just wait please. We're gonna take your spot. Actually, I think he was in the next spot, but we're gonna take this spot. No, I know you're being impatient, and I know we're facing the wrong way probably, but this is where we're gonna go. Here we go. Let's stop here and wrap this thing up. Alright, pull up the checklist. Parking brake is set for sure. Transponder can come off. That's going to be this thing. Alright, avionics switch off, which is down here. Engine idle. It already has been. Magnetos. Come on, engine idle, magnetos. I can't see. Come on, over this way. How do you undo the magnetos? Okay, fine, we'll do it with the spinning wheel. Alright, and mixture off. There we go. Securing the aircraft. Let's put our yoke back in first of all. Securing. Ignition is off. Landing lights already off. Taxi lights off. Beacon is off. Alternator off. Battery off. So I'm just reading this instead of checking it. And fuel selector, which I don't think we need to worry about in this one because there's right only, both, and then left only. I guess this would be this, right? Close, shut off. Because it said open, shut off in the beginning, right? Somewhere around here it says open, shut off. Where was it? Yeah, open. So therefore it's closed when we're done. So there, good. Okay, battery. Did it say battery? The battery's off. So why is that lit up if battery's off? Anyway, let's hop outside and drone view. Oh, nice shot. Another screenshot opportunity. Fly the drone up so we can have a peek around and slow down my pan. Slow down my pan. Button, button, button. There it is. Slower. There we go. Speed up. Anyway, very gorgeous, amazing flight. Very awkward video as I get used to the cameras and the simulation nuances and the built-in checklist versus the checklist I'm used to. All that stuff makes for an awkward video first time, but that was our first normal flight, so to speak, complete with extreme winds for a Cessna and a gusty landing blowing us into the field. So exciting things there, awkward things. It should get better next time, but hopefully the gorgeous scenery right down to the lightning and the cars driving around make up for it. So anyway, please subscribe. Thank you for continued support. Find back, please like, please subscribe, please share it with your friends. Any flight ideas, leave in the comments below. I'm especially interested in rural flights right now. And leave a comment and hit the like button so we can play the algorithm game. Let's slow down that pan. And that stopped the pan. And hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I ever could. And I'll see you next time.